Hello everyone, welcome to the final video on Planet Coaster number uno, aka Planet Coaster 1. We are today, October 26th, and time is running out to make a final Planet Coaster 1 project. And even though on my YouTube channel I've never finished a project, fun fact, my Planet Coaster 1 park is not finished, it's cancelled. Imagine. I mean, I wish it was. I wished I could finish it, which I could theoretically, but I don't have time to be running 2 Planet Coaster games at once, plus I don't really care to touch Planet Coaster 1 again. So I think I'll just be enjoying Planet Coaster 2 from now on. So yeah, this is my final Planet Coaster 1 park, and because of that, also we're going to be talking about Planet Coaster 2 in a minute, but because of that, I wanted to have one final, good, so that I remember Planet Coaster 1 for what it truly was. I hope this doesn't disappoint me, no, it doesn't. I actually just wanted to have a good, lasting experience with the game. So no janky 4-meter smoothing, no other weird shaping stuff, just playing the game the way the developers intended it. I don't think most people have ever done this since 4-meter smoothing. Like I mean, I've played this game since I was a way too young child, but since I got the game again and got into it again, I've basically done 4-meter smoothing, even if it's done poorly, ever since. So it felt really good to be back to how the game was supposed to be played and how I played it all these years ago. And I can't lie, I feel like we're all kind of intoxicated by the community. It's really not that bad. Yeah, the smoothing's a bit jank and has issues. Oh, sorry, music change. Yeah, the smoothing for some reason prefers going for a straight line instead of smooth curve, which remains an odd design choice. I mean, if actually making a straight or as straight as possible line is what smoothing's supposed to do, but in a coaster game, it's not. Fun fact. It's also why the smoothing heartlining is just awful, because instead of doing the smooth S shape, it just snaps to a straight line, you know, because that's what it tries to do. So I'm pretty confident that Planet Coaster 2 is actually going to improve smoothing drastically in this front. Some people are putting unrealistic expectations to the smoothing of Planet Coaster 2. It's not all of a sudden gonna magically know what element you're trying to make. Of course you need to adjust it. That's not how smoothing works. It's not a magic wand you can swing and say a magic spell and all of a sudden your coaster is good. Though Planet Coaster 2 will get creepily close to that, I think. But yeah, at the end of this video, so stick around, I'm gonna be showing off some POVs, of course, and some, I think you'll be positively surprised with how it turned out. I'm also pretty happy with the supports. The Junior Immelman is under-supported on the top, I know, but this project's not trying to look absurdly realistic. This project is supposed to look like Planet Coaster 1. And this is how I will always remember and admire Planet Coaster 1, because Planet Coaster 1's honestly amazing, hello, but now with Planet Coaster 2, everyone just constantly pointing out its flaws. Also Planet Coaster 2's flaws, it's annoying. Now, I'm part of the problem, and that's a smooth transition. I kind of feel bad for how much feedback I've been giving, because it's constantly separately, and I feel like I'm not the only person that feels like this. I understand that people get irritated at us who give too much feedback, because you know, the game isn't even out yet, first of all, but second of all, it's kind of cluttering in the communities, and that's really not what I want to be doing. Instead, I really want to hype for this game. I've never in my life witnessed so much hype for a game Neither have I been this hyped for a game. So yeah, I just want to be fun in the community, so this video is gonna be like one place for all my feedback I currently have for Planet Coaster 2. Once Planet Coaster 2 releases, and I've played it for a couple of weeks, so not immediately because I'm not a content farm, I want to make a review video, just an honest like, hey Frontier, maybe you could change this, maybe add that, I don't know. I don't think there's gonna be that many bad things about the game, but yeah, let's get into it, like, because what the hell are those new gen Vekoma trains? Frontier, don't do me dirty like that. I've waited, I mean, not only I, a lot of people have waited for absolute ages for a new gen Vekoma. I mean, actually Planet Coaster 1 had a couple, like the Swinging Mine Train. It's like absurdly new gen Vekoma for some reason. But yeah, for the rest, we didn't really have anything Planet Coaster 1. Then we finally have a launch chain lift Vekoma. And you picked the Top Gun trains. Why? I thought we were gonna get unthemed trains, but listen guys, I have some hope for this train. What if this random choice of making the Vekoma train look like airplane is because the normal Vekoma train maybe already is in the game in some other form? Like maybe the new gen tilt coaster is gonna be in, or later in, maybe it's already planned. And then it makes sense that they would put the Top Gun trains on the looping one, like the normal one. Because, of course, it would look kind of weird on the tilt coaster and not right. Meanwhile, the normal trains could be on the tilt coaster, but this is also partially just me coping, because I really want my normal Vekoma trains. Please, Frontier, don't do this to us. Us Vekoma fans deserve better, even though we got so many new models already. Like the Guardians of the Galaxy, what's the name of that ride? Yeah, no, I forgot. But the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, wow, looks awesome. I can't wait to build with that. That's like maybe one of the most underrated new coaster models in the game. Like, it just kind of happened and now no one's like talking about them anymore, but I think some crazy cool stuff is going to be able to be done with that one. Well, I'm really seriously excited for that one. But yeah. So my first feedback, Frontier, what the hell? Why the dragon on the Zero? Why is there an airplane on the Vekoma? Makes absolute sense. So, yeah, I hope we get some sort of unthemed variants of every train. Now, a lot of people are mad about the B&M wing coaster having a bird on it. Guys, it's just a bird. You can cover it up like it's nothing. I'm not even kidding. Meanwhile, airplane jet nose, like, I've spent several sketches, not only me, but with one of my friends, and we were just fighting to try to make something work. And we couldn't get there. I mean, yeah, of course, that's specifically for the theme that I was trying to go for, but it's absurd how hard it is to make a themed train out of that jet airplane thing. So, please, Frontier, especially for the Vekoma one, because this is the one that suffers the most. Please give us some form of unthemed variation, because else people I'm afraid that the train is not going to be used, or that the coaster type is going to be changed with other trains and stuff. And I don't want that. I'm a Vekoma fan. I don't want to put Mack trains on my Vekoma coaster. That makes me very sad. So please. But yeah. What else do I have to say? Let me think. Should have written it down, honestly. Planet Coaster 2 altogether looks very, very promising, and I cannot lie. I never struggled with the Planet Coaster 1 pathing until the new one got revealed. Just a couple of minutes, seconds, I don't even remember, ago, in the time-lapse, you could see some odd behavior. I got the most wonky of stairs, and it just refused to give me proper straight stairs, so I'm actually starting to get why people don't like this pathing system right now. My god, I'm so excited for a new pathing system now. Purely because I've experienced the struggle, the suffering. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I'm really excited for new pathing, but that's nothing new. I have other stuff to say. I just don't remember what, because I'm being absolutely brain dead right now. Oh yeah, definitely Frontier. We haven't seen anything of this yet, and I don't know if any of the preview creators checked for this, but I feel like we haven't seen anything of the interchangeable coaster cars option. Which is worrying me greatly, because that's like one of the most overpowered features. Like, for example, like the people who really hate the Top Gun trains enough but don't care for Vekoma, just like, I mean, very small amount of people, I feel like. But they can put the Mack trains on the Vekoma track and it will be like kind of convincing, I guess. But we haven't seen anything of that option yet. Altogether, Frontier, I hope that if the, like, in the settings menu option comes back for the, what's it called? Extra interchangeable coaster cars or something, that this time it's just like the mod does for Planet Coaster 1, that it just allows you to put, like, fuck everything on every track. Like, I know a wooden coaster's wheels don't work on, like, most coasters, actually, but I feel like that's just not that bad of a thing. It's a setting hidden in the gameplay menu. There's no point to limiting us. Don't limit us. And it would be awesome if you guys made a built-in, like, no limits mod. Like, Planet Coaster 1 also has this, but like only half-baked. Where you can say, turn off track limits or something. I honestly don't remember, because I'm not actively in the settings menu 24/7, so I mean, barely ever actually. I don't need that setting very. Anyways, you can like turn off most track limits, but actually I feel like it's mostly the mod that does. I actually don't know. But what I really hope you guys make as a setting, and I don't care if the track stays invisible, because when this, besides for switch tracks, that would kind of suck for switch and drop tracks, but just a setting that gives the switch tracks and the drop tracks and the tilt tracks. The trick tracks are less important, but this, you know, the main three, switch drop and switch drop and tilt tracks. Yeah, having those on everything, that's insane. Oh, and my final and like genuinely big concern about Planet Coaster 2 is the fact that we haven't seen much of any updates to the Planet Coaster 1 models. The only one, like, I'm pretty sure we have is the log flume, which has an elevator and turntables now. Why in the hell have we not seen an elevator and turntables and trick tracks and tilt tracks on the Mauer spinning coaster? Or why have we not seen turntables on the Infinity Coaster? And I mean, you can keep making this list. Frontier, please add these things to the Planet Coaster 1 models. They'll feel like they will feel old. I feel like people are gonna avoid using them because the new ones are just more interesting. And I understand for a marketing standpoint. But I hope that just like the interchangeable coaster cars option and stuff, that you end up eventually, hopefully, giving us a built-in option for this to have, like, not per se all, but just a lot of. I just realized I switched off subjects. Wow, I'm sorry, my brain's not awake today. But yeah, just an option for having all the basic moving track pieces on everything. But especially, like, I feel like it should be default that you guys update the old coaster models to have new style track pieces. Yeah, because just like the ones I gave as an example, why don't they have them? I mean, maybe they do. The versions we've seen have very limited use of these special elements, and people are kind of sad about that because everybody wants them on everything, Frontier, which that's a bit ridiculous. I don't care for everything, but just everything that has it in real life could really use them, in my opinion. And for my absolute last concern about the game, this is one very, very small and minor, is the like old style swing launch, you know, the one that like awkwardly stops for some reason and then goes backwards and forwards. Is that on the Multiverse coaster? Because there's not a single coaster model in your history of your goddamn game that could use this element more than the Multiverse coaster. And I don't know if it is on it or not. I have just not seen it yet, and I hope it is. So, Frontier, make sure to put the swing launch on the Multiverse coaster or I'm going to be sad. Anywho, this build of... what was it? Goddamn, SPLAT! SPLAT, the Gerstlauer Eurofighter, is done. I'm just making some screenshots that I shared on the Corpus Discord server, link in the description. And yeah, onto the cinematics. Planet Coaster 1. You've been great, but it's time for Planet Coaster 2 now. And I'm ready for it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and let's all together hype for Planet Coaster 2 now. It's getting very close, and then we're gonna make even greater stuff. Lots of love, and don't forget to think out of the square, because your only limitation is your own imagination. See ya, bye bye, good auf Wiedersehen or whatever, I don't know, bye.